What's up, guys? It's Shy Guy here, and wow, I honestly wasn't expecting to be making this video anytime soon. Yesterday, I got myself a SNES Mini, or a SNES Classic, as you want to, what's actually called this SNES Classic Edition. But for obvious reasons, some people call it the SNES Mini because it is the mini version of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, which was released in 1990. I believe in Japan, and then a few years later it started releasing in other countries. And depending on your region, you got a different looking Super Nintendo. They all work the same way for the most part. They all played the same games for the most part, aside from, certain region locking issues where, Japanese games would only work on Japan consoles, and European games would only work on European consoles and European TVs as well. I don't know how that stuff works, to be honest, but that was a thing. The same goes for this thing. As far as I know, the Japanese versions of this is the Super Famicom, and I'm not sure if Europe got their own version as well, or if it's also the same as the Western version, which is this one I'm holding right now, the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. See, I wasn't expecting to get this thing anytime soon. I was thinking, the stock is probably low, just like the NES Mini, even though there were reports beforehand, before the release of this, saying that Nintendo would be providing more units to sell, unlike they did the infamous NES Classic Edition release, which was horrible. And up to this day, people are still selling those things for, what, $200, $300, way more than the retail price. My camera fell a bit. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it was just a regular day when I got this. I went out, woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, got ready, drove my brothers to school. After I dropped my brothers off, I do my usual routine of find a coffee shop for me to stay in, either work on some social media things or work on some videos for the YouTube channel. And the place I usually hang out has a GameStop by it. As I walked past that GameStop, I looked at the door, the window, and it said 10 units shipped, maybe, or will maybe be shipped today. I don't know. I don't know if there was a maybe there. I'm probably just misreading that because of how excited I was, thinking, oh, what if they have a SNES Classic Edition there, right? So I walked inside and I was playing it cool, playing it all typical Shy Guy fashion. I walk inside, I don't directly go to the cashier. I begin to look around for stalling, trying to not look as weird as I can, or as I could. Thinking about it now, doing that probably made me look a lot weirder. Yeah, I was taking my time, and midway through browsing the PS4 collection, I realized, wait, this is the SNES Mini. This is the SNES Classic we're talking about here. If I don't walk up to the cashier right now and ask her, do you have a SNES Classic Edition, right there and then, who knows, I could be missing my chance. Someone could walk in there, someone could walk into the store and literally pick up the last one, because I was an idiot that did not bother to ask the cashier as soon as I could. So I went to the front, I got my balls, I bunched them all up, went to the cashier, and asked her. And mind you, literally as I lined up, waiting for the cashier to attend to me, she was on the phone, a guy walks in and then lines up behind me. Another guy walks in and lines up behind me. And when the cashier puts down her phone, she looks up to me and she asks, "Hi, how can I help you?" And I ask her, "Do you have a SNES Classic Edition?" I ask her the question just right there. Well, of course, we go, "Hi, how are you? How's your day?" Because I do that, and GameStop employees do that. And I asked her that, and she said, "Yeah, I have 2 more left." And then I said, "Okay, I'd like to please have one of those." And she said, "Okay, sure." And then the guy behind me, the guy who literally just seconds ago walked in, goes, "Yeah, can I have that last one too?" Like, and just like that, all the SNES Minis in that store was gone once again. The chances of that happening is just blows my mind, to be honest. It just really blows my mind. So yeah, here it is again, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition. Includes games like Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which sort of revolutionized, not maybe revolutionized, but sort of, you know, Street Fighter 2, it revolutionized the fighting game genre. Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the SNES Classic was the best-selling version of the game on the SNES Classic, on the SNES itself, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because it revolutionized the sit down next to your buddy or sit down next to your friend and go beat them up. It sort of revolutionized that concept of doing that in the safety of your home. Safety, assuming the person you were playing with didn't rage when he'd lose and just throw the controller. You know, we all have that guy or girl or friend. Maybe cat or dog if your cats or dogs are that talented. But yeah, I just had to pick this thing up. I mean, just Yoshi's Island, Link to Past, which I haven't played. I haven't played most of these games, to be honest, and I'm excited. I'm honestly really excited. So yeah, SNES Mini. Time to unbox? It's time to unbox. So, nice of them to not have, well, I don't know what I feel about this, but there's no tape here. Usually you find tape over these little flap things on the box. Well, first of all, let me just show off the box for a bit. Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Controller. Look at that iconic controller. Look at that. Play classic Super Nintendo Entertainment System games the way they were meant to be played on a full-size original Super NES controller. Just plug it in and you're ready to go. Includes all the original features. The plus control pad for quick control and movement, the A, B, X, and Y buttons for rapid fire action, special L and R shoulder buttons, and select and start for menu selection and pausing the game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then of course you have these, you have the selection of games in the back. Just focus. There we go. You have the selection of games in the back. It's rated T for teen. You guys can't see. You guys can't see the text. It's not gonna autofocus. Is it not gonna autofocus? I don't believe it's gonna autofocus. There we go. There we go. So it's mild blood, suggestive themes, violence. The violence. Super Mario World. Yada yada yada. Bunch of games that I want to play. Bunch of games that I definitely want to play. So, as I was saying earlier, no tape here. Kind of worries me sometimes, but I trust that when I open this thing, it's going to be beautiful, hopefully. And hopefully not a box full of coal or a GameCom, if you know what a GameCom is. I'd like to not have. Well, I mean, I'd like to have a GameCom just for the heck of showing it off. Just be like, hey, you want to see one of the worst handheld consoles ever made? Granted, it had some great ideas, but in the end, obviously, I can't open this thing. The GameCom didn't work out. Anyway, we're not talking about the GameCom. We're talking about the NES, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition that I cannot open. There we go. That was a really tight box. I'll give it that. It was a really tight lock on that. So I'll give it points for that. All right, so also I hope you don't mind the desk. The desk is small. I don't have a very big desk. All right, here we go. The reveal. Ooh, manuals. Don't you just love manuals? Nothing else inside the box. Nothing else inside the box. Can't see it. Nothing. Let's put the box down for a bit. Another reason why I wanted to cop, like, if you know me, let me just sidetrack here for a bit. We already actually have another SNES here in the house. The problem is, I got it at launch. I lined up outside the same GameStop early in the morning because my brother wanted one and he paid for that one. He was in school, but I paid for it. I got the money from him before he went to school. And then I lined up for about 4 hours or 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. And I got it for him. And apparently he doesn't want to open it. He did not want to open his. And I wanted to play with it. I wanted to play with it so bad. So I decided next time I find one, if I ever find one, I'm I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna buy it if I have the money, of course. And I had the money. It was either this or The Evil Within 2, and I made a big boy decision and bought this instead. And I hope I don't end up regretting it. I don't think I'm gonna regret it. Anyway, let's go back to the box. Manual. If you want to read the manual. Warranty stuff. Nice little startup instructions right here. It's nice. Look at that. I'd open the rest, but oh, what's it? Oh, this is what this is. Look at that. Oh, can't see the rest of it because I can't fit it in the screen, but I'll open it from here. Look, this is the top. Now you're playing with superpower. Let me just fix that. Now you're playing with superpower. Look at that. It's got little descriptions of some of the games on the in the collection. Look at that. Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You guys can see the whole thing. I'm gonna show it on screen here, on the other camera over here. I'm recording with two cameras, if you couldn't tell, by the way. But yeah, that looks cool. I would hang this up. I would frame it, but it's also an instruction manual, so I'm definitely not gonna get rid of this. Let's put this back in here. Put this back in this plastic little wrapping here. Okay, put this back as well. Put this back. Yitty. Okay, so I think we're getting to the meat, the core of the unboxing here. But of course, we're gonna leave this one for last. We're gonna leave the console itself for last. So moving on, we have the adapter. I think it works on USB. It does, which is very convenient. I hate when companies decide, oh, let's make our own plugs for our own system so that whenever people break their cables or whatever, you can never use it again unless you buy an actual official version of that cable for our phone or device. And that would be all well and good if one, they wouldn't overcharge for them, and two, if they would be able to provide a very healthy supply of those cables. Imagine in 30 or so years if this wasn't on USB and this wasn't a micro USB. I'm assuming this is a micro USB. Oh, these are the controllers. Sorry. Hold on. Where's the? Oh, these are also the controllers. Oh, you know what? I'm lost. I'm lost in the cables. But imagine if instead of HDMI, we had our own. Each TV had its own individual socket or individual plug, and then in 20 years you're still using an HD TV, but you can't, and you break whatever specific cable you have for that TV, and yeah, you know what? Forget it. Forget I even started that. Just cut that entire part out. But yeah, I like when you can just use any cable. I like when you can use just any cable for a device, any USB cable. Moving on, I guess we'll go to the controllers because they're in the way, sort of. Wow, this is an authentic SNES controller. I've actually never held one of these before, because like, in case you couldn't tell, I've never owned a Super Nintendo, ever. The closest thing I ever owned to a Super Nintendo was a little arcade machine that my dad bought that ran on a Super Famicom with built into the cabinet, and that was cool, but it broke down, I guess, in a few months. I missed that thing. I wish it didn't break down. I liked it. I wanted to keep that. But then, you know, there are a lot of things I ended up losing since we moved from the Philippines to California. So I won't open this yet. Let's continue with the unboxing. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna put the other controller out too. They're just for the sake of having it out in the shot. Right there. Yay. Please don't fall. And please focus. It's weird focusing. Let's look below this. This is probably the USB cable. Yep. USB. Focus. USB. And then I do believe, yep, it's a micro USB right there at the end, which is good. So you can use any phone cable, really. If you're using Android anyway. Any Android phone cable. Focus. Focus. It's not gonna focus. Any Android phone cable should work on the SNES. On the SNES Classic, which is good. Again, I love it when devices use universal cables. And again, here's the HDMI cable for connecting to your TV monitor or whatever you use. Stick these over. Let's just stick this over here. And now finally, oh, here we go. The SNES Classic. Now, to be honest, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Like, looking at it now, just not even having it out, this looks a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I don't know how to remove it. Okay, there we go. Just grab it from the box. This, I'm gonna put the box down. This looks so much smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, when I got the box, I was just expecting it to be at least. Let me get the box. Look at this. This is the box, right? Just for comparison, this is the box, and I was honestly expecting it to be something like. Look at that. Let me just put it on top of the box before I remove it. I was expecting it to be like a little bit longer, I guess. I don't know, but let's just say this is tinier than I thought. This is seriously tinier than I thought it was gonna be, and it's amazing. I want to take it out. I want to take it out. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow. It's so light, it's so small. How do you plug in the controllers? No, legit, how do you plug in the controllers? I'm trying to figure this out. They just... What? How do you... Oh! Oh. Is this it? Oh! Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So I was trying to figure out because like because the ends of the controller are like this, right? Which is not like how the SNES controllers are. And so I was looking at this. I was thinking, wait, how does this fit in? And then I realized, oh, there's a little latch over here that you pull. There you go. And just plug it straight in there. That's so cool. Wow. Wow. I'm so happy I wanted to open this. Sure, I'm not gonna be like my brother where he can like probably keep his safe and be able to sell his in like X number of years, but I don't want to be that guy. I'm a gamer more than I am a money maker. Gamer and entertainer. That's why I do videos. More than a money maker. So how do I put this thing back? I don't know how to put this thing back. Oh no, I don't want to break it. Oh God. Oh no. Maybe I should have bought that warranty. I didn't buy the warranty. I bought the warranty for my brother's SNES, but not this one. I feel like I should have done it for this one. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna take this moment to talk about this thing. I feel like this thing is really flimsy. I don't know. Like I'd be afraid of this thing trying to remove it. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, which is very, very much possible. It wouldn't be the first time I've ever done anything wrong. In regards to video game consoles. But yeah, this just feels. I wish they could have done this little compartment better, but. Other than that, this looks solid. Like HDMI, power cable, focus. There we go. Power slot. Again, it's your typical micro USB, so you can just use whatever you want. I'm gonna show off on the nice camera over here. This is it. This is the Super Nintendo Entertainment Classic Edition, and got your on buttons here. I believe it's still the slide on, slide up, slide down, yeah. And the reset button. This is it. This is it. And that was I'm really excited to play this thing. I'm probably gonna do some videos with it soon, possibly. Wow, this controller just feels nice. But yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is genuinely awesome. I didn't bother looking under here, but look at that. Super NES control deck. Just, God, this thing looks so nice. This thing looks so nice. I'm excited to fire this thing up. I'm excited. I will not be firing it up in this video though, because how am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? So yeah, let's get a nice shot here. SNES Mini, SNES Classic Edition, should I say? I really should have opened my brother's one and took the warranty. Fuck! But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed this little boxing vlog video, unboxing vlog video, please do hit that like button and leave a comment down below. If you want to see more videos of me, please hit that subscribe button. I play a lot of games. I'll be playing some games on this thing. I will definitely be playing games on this thing at some point. And yeah. I really should have gotten the warranty. I really should have gotten the... Damn it!